Good evening and welcome to the DebtCircle Sundown brief for Wednesday, 17th June 2026. Let's begin with the top yielding listed corporate bond trades of the day. Among listed corporate bonds, Unifin's Capital India Limited recorded the highest yield at 18.00% with a trade value of 3.00 lakh rupees. Another bond issued by Unifin's Capital India Limited traded at a yield of 17.01% with a trade value of 2.00 lakh rupees. Akara Capital Advisors Private Limited recorded a yield of 15.90% with a trade value of 75.00 lakh rupees. Another Akara Capital Advisors Private Limited bond traded at a yield of 15.10% with a trade value of 2.00 lakh rupees. Vardhana Finance Private Limited recorded a yield of 15.00% with a trade value of 0.05 lakh rupees. Moving to unlisted corporate bonds. Vadraj Cement Limited recorded the highest yield among unlisted bonds at 14.8255% with a trade value of 125.00 lakh rupees. Apex Homes Private Limited traded at a yield of 14.00% with a trade value of 4,192.07 lakh rupees. Matrix Pharmacorp Private Limited also traded at a yield of 14.00% with a trade value of 8,282.76 lakh rupees. Anand Rathi Global Finance Limited recorded a yield of 8.00% with a trade value of 18.00 lakh rupees. Another Anand Rathi Global Finance Limited bond traded at a yield of 7.50% with a trade value of 12.00 lakh rupees. Let us now look at mutual fund debt market activity. Gross purchases stood at 21,092.75 crore rupees. Gross sales stood at 25,074.22 crore rupees. Net investment for the day was negative 3,981.47 crore rupees. Net investment for June, month to date, stands at negative 74,016.630 crore rupees. Turning to foreign portfolio investor activity in the debt market. Under the general limit category, gross purchases were 2,936.31 crore rupees. Under the voluntary retention route or VRR, gross purchases were 457.54 crore rupees. Under the fully accessible route or FAR, gross purchases were 1,997.78 crore rupees. Gross sales were 661.84 crore rupees under the general limit category, 368.79 crore rupees under VRR, and 722.18 crore rupees under FAR. Net investments stood at 2,274.47 crore rupees under the general limit category, 88.75 crore rupees under VRR, and 1,275.60 crore rupees under FAR. For June month to date, net investments stand at 6,872.85 crore rupees under the general limit category, 3,658.33 crore rupees under VRR, and 18,310.43 crore rupees under FAR. For calendar year 2026 year to date, net investments stand at 3,478 crore rupees under the general limit category, 706 crore rupees under VRR, and 32,923 crore rupees under FAR. Moving to money market rates. The call rate closed at 5.35%. Tri-party repo stood at 5.19%. Basket repo stood at 5.31%. Special repo stood at 5.17%. Now, the India government bond yield curve. The 1-year government bond yield stood at 5.73%. The 3-year yield stood at 6.33%. The 5-year yield stood at 6.47%. The 7-year yield stood at 6.75%. The 9-year yield stood at 6.88%. The 10-year yield stood at 6.87%. The 15-year yield stood at 7.18%. The 30-year yield stood at 7.52%. In the Treasury bill segment, auction cutoff yields were as follows. 91-day Treasury bills closed at 5.26%, 182-day Treasury bills closed at 5.50%, 364-day Treasury bills closed at 5.79%. Let us review liquidity conditions. Net liquidity injected stood at negative 34,386 crore rupees. The Standing Deposit Facility, or SDF, stood at 1,24,251 crore rupees. The Marginal Standing Facility, or MSF, stood at 425 crore rupees. Moving to interest rate derivatives. 1-year MIBOR OIS stood at 5.87%. 2-year MIBOR OIS stood at 6.03%. 3-year MIBOR OIS stood at 6.14%. 5-year MIBOR OIS stood at 6.29%. Modified MIFOR rates were as follows. 2-year modified MIFOR stood at 6.73%. 3-year modified MIFOR stood at 6.73%. 4-year modified MIFOR stood at 6.83%. 5-year modified MIFOR stood at 6.95%. Turning to currencies. The US dollar traded at 94 rupees and 54 paise against the Indian rupee, compared with 94 rupees and 57 paise previously. The euro traded at 109 rupees and 60 paise, compared with 109 rupees and 67 paise previously. The British pound traded at 126 rupees and 75 paise, compared with 126 rupees and 82 paise previously. The Japanese yen traded at 0 rupees and 59 paise, unchanged from the previous session. The Chinese yuan traded at 13 rupees and 98 paise, compared with 14 rupees previously. Now, commodities and market indices. 24-karat gold, purity 99.9%, was priced at 15,110 rupees per 10 grams, compared with 15,137 rupees previously. Silver was priced at 2,650 rupees per 10 grams, unchanged from the previous session. Crude oil traded at $79.69 per barrel, compared with $80.08 previously. The Sensex closed at 77,155.62, compared with 76,808.48 previously. The Nifty closed at 24,085.70, compared with 23,989.15 previously. Finally, let us review primary corporate bond issuances. Aditya Birla Capital Limited announced issuances totaling 1,100 crore rupees across multiple tranches with tenures ranging from 39 months to 61 months. Coupon rates range from 0.00% to 8.26%. The issue is rated AAA by CRISIL Ratings Limited and AAA by ICRA Limited. Fincare Financial Services Limited announced an issuance of 100 crore rupees with a tenure of 25 months and a coupon of 11.33%. The issue is rated BBB+ by CARE Ratings Limited. Edelweiss Financial Services Limited announced an issuance of 300 crore rupees across multiple tranches with tenures ranging from 25 months to 121 months. Coupon rates range from 0.00% to 10.00%. The issue is rated A+ by CRISIL Ratings Limited. ECAP Equities Limited announced an issuance of 225 crore rupees with a tenure of 35 months and a coupon of 10.30%. Magnum Ventures Limited announced an issuance of 50 crore rupees with a tenure of 58 months and a coupon of 18.00%. The issue is rated BB by Equity Ratings and Research Limited. Incred Financial Services Limited announced an issuance of 81 crore rupees with a tenure of 24 months and a coupon of 8.80%. The issue is rated AA- by CRISIL Ratings Limited. Geocredit Limited announced an issuance of 1,500 crore rupees with a tenure of 61 months and a coupon of 8.15%. The issue is rated AAA by CARE Ratings Limited and AAA by CRISIL Ratings Limited. That concludes the DebtCircle Sundown brief for 17th June 2026. Thank you for watching. Stay informed with DebtCircle, your trusted source for debt market intelligence. Have a great evening.